announcing to you, fighting out of the red corner wearing the white trunks trimmed with blue, weighing in at 16 stone 6 pounds, 38 fight record, 22 wins, 14 inside the scheduled distance, 15 defeats and 1 draw. Coming to the ring as the former Argentinian Cruiserweight champion and the winner of the WBC Mundo Hispano Heavyweight Championship from San Miguel, Buenos Aires, Argentina, El Tiburon, the Shark, Hector Avila! And now, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with top, weighing in at 17 stone, he's undefeated, 4 contests, 4 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. He comes to the ring as the 2-time ABA champion and the 2012 Olympic gold medalist. Honoured by Her Majesty the Queen, he is a member of the British Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by. Here he is, AJ Anthony Joshua. So it's 6 rounds of action. Timekeeper Jim Kirkman, our referee is Victor Loughlin. 6 rounds in the heavyweight division.
Okay, gents, you know the rules. Obey my commands at all time. Defend yourselves at all time. Touch gloves. Touch them up.
Jim, people from my part of the world don't usually get welcomes like that in Glasgow. This guy has got a Glasgow crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. They love him already.
Yeah, because, you know, he conducts himself so well. You know, he doesn't carry it away with the fame that he's heading towards. He's down to earth, he's likeable, and he's terrific to watch. And he's facing a man here who's won more than he's lost, with a fair bit of experience behind him, so this is not the worst match.
Got a couple of damning stats against him though, Avila, as a right hand gets through early. He's been stopped 11 times, 4 of them inside 2 rounds, and some of those against full-blown cruisers as well. And I think he's already felt the power of that Joshua right hand. He doesn't travel well. This is his 10th fight outside of Argentina. He has yet to get a win. So Joshua just taking his time, measuring him up. But as everyone says, to go 9 rounds with Derek Chisora, you're not a chump.
A little bit crude and a little bit slow. So he's going to pay for that unless he can get his hands up a little bit tighter and come in behind a high guard. You know, he's been picked off already.
Seeing some of those double jabs that Glenn McCrory was asking for. Massive physical advantages, of course. Usually Joshua, it's all about capitalising on him. Moving well tonight. Taking his time, measuring his man.
And he doesn't get hit, which is good. You know, I mean, he must know when he goes in with these guys, you know, he's a certain victory. No, but he doesn't get sloppy, he doesn't do anything silly. His concentration is good, his technique is good, and he's a lot of punches.
Here we go again. That's rocked him. He's in trouble here already in the first round, the Argentinian. And Joshua senses it and goes to work, picking some wicked body shots, and eventually Avila has to just hang on. But he's shaken up already. He looked at his corner there as if to say, what have you done to me? And he's gone. And I don't think he wants any part of this. He's holding his ear as if the ear's gone, but now, no. He's moved it away and he's not getting up. He had no interest. He's looking at the referee as if to say, why have you stopped it? Well, he was stopped because he was in all sorts of trouble with the count at 9. Anthony Joshua hears the cries of easy, easy, and they are loving him here.
Yep, that's what they come to see, that's what they expect to see when Anthony Joshua's on the bill. And it was a decent punch, it didn't land full force, but it seemed to catch a bit on the cheekbone. And I don't think he was acting when he went down, I think he was genuinely hurt. He's recovered quickly enough from it. But what was the point in that continuing? I think all the ambition was knocked out of Avila. and the bust that was saw over against the ropes there. So yeah, Anthony once again has given the people what they've expected to see, and he did it well.
And just listen to these fans. If they weren't believers before, they certainly are now. Utterly ruthless from Anthony Joshua.
And you can't fault the way he was delivering the punches over it against the ropes there. I mean, he was digging them in with body shots, head shots. Maybe he was doing well to cover up and weather the storm, but I think it knocked any ambition that he might have had out of him. And then the first decent punch he took from there on, it was over.
Well, this is the assault that started it all. He really picked some good shots here. Working the body as well, and he felt this power, Avila.
Yeah, he's partially blocking these, but I mean, the power is pounding right through the defence. And I think from that point on, Avila was knowing, yep, this is not going to last much longer, and I'll be making sure of that. But that was a decent punch that finished it. Caught him on the cheekbone. So I think there's actually pain there. You can actually see him holding the cheekbone. So I wonder maybe if there's some damage been done there. But that was a decent punch. That was a decent punch, and there was absolutely no point whatsoever trying to get back up again and back into it.
Oh, look, a shock on his face there as he landed. Oh, that's clinical.
Yeah, I think you can see he's in actual pain there. It's not that his head's scrambled. This is there's a little bit of damage there. Yeah, that was a good shot.
Well, he was critical of himself last time, Anthony Joshua. Surely there's nothing not to like about that performance. Took his time to measure him up. Got a few double jabs in there as well. Had his man in trouble, and then when he was in trouble, with one punch, he wiped him out. Simple as that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Kirkwood has reported a time of 2 minutes, 14 seconds of the first round. Avila on a count-out, your winner, and taking his record to 5 with 5 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. It's AJ Anthony Joshua!
A big hit in Glasgow tonight, Anthony Joshua. And he's done in one. Utterly ruthless from Anthony Joshua.
And you can't fault the way he was delivering the punches over it against the ropes there. I mean, he was digging them in with body shots, head shots. Maybe he was doing well to cover up and weather the storm, but I think it knocked any ambition that he might have had out of him. And then the first decent punch he took from there on, it was over.
Well, this is the assault that started it all. He really picked some good shots here. Working the body as well, and he felt this power, Avila.
Yeah, he's partially blocking these, but I mean, the power is pounding right through the defence. And I think from that point on, Avila was knowing, yep, this is not going to last much longer, and I'll be making sure of that. But that was a decent punch that finished it. Caught him on the cheekbone. So I think there's actually pain there. You can actually see him holding the cheekbone. So I wonder maybe if there's some damage been done there. But that was a decent punch. That was a decent punch, and there was absolutely no point whatsoever trying to get back up again and back into it.
Oh, look, a shock on his face there as he landed. Oh, that's clinical. But he's shaken up already. He looked at his corner there as if to say, what have you done to me? And he's gone. And I don't think he wants any part of this. He's holding his ear as if the ear's gone, but now, no. He's moved it away and he's not getting up. He had no interest. He's looking at the referee as if to say, why have you stopped it? Well, he was stopped because he was in all sorts of trouble with the count at 9. Anthony Joshua hears the cries of easy, easy, and they are loving him here.
Yep, that's what they come to see. That's what they expect to see when Anthony Joshua's on the bill. And it was a decent punch. It didn't land full force, but it seemed to catch Avila on the cheekbone. And I don't think he was acting when he went down. I think he was genuinely hurt. He's recovered quickly enough from it. But what was the point in that continuing? I think all the ambition was knocked out of Avila, and the bust that was saw over against the ropes there. So yeah, Anthony once again has given the people what they've expected to see, and he did it well.
And just listen to these fans. If they weren't believers before, they certainly are now. So Joshua just taking his time, measuring him up. But as everyone says, to go 9 rounds with Derek Chisora, you're not a chump.
A little bit crude and a little bit slow. So he's going to pay for that unless he can get his hands up a little bit tighter and come in behind a high guard. You know, he's been picked off already.
Seeing some of those double jabs that Glenn McCrory was asking for. Massive physical advantages, of course. Anthony Joshua, it's all about capitalising on him. Moving well tonight. Taking his time, measuring his man.
And he doesn't get hit, which is good. You know, I mean, he must know when he goes in with these guys, you know, he's a certain victory. No, but he doesn't get sloppy, he doesn't get anything silly. His concentration is good, his technique is good, and he's a lot of punches.
Here we go again. That's rocked him. He's in trouble here already in the first round, the Argentinian. And Joshua senses it and goes to work, picking some wicked body shots, and eventually Avila has to just hang on.
Greeting to you. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks trimmed with blue. Weighing in at 16 stone, 6 pounds. 38 fight record, 22 wins, 14 inside the scheduled distance, 15 defeats and 1 draw. Coming to the ring as the former Argentinian cruiserweight champion and the winner of the WBC Mundo Hispano Heavyweight Championship from San Miguel, Buenos Aires, Argentina, El Tiburon, the Shark, Hector Avila. And now, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with top, weighing in at 17 stone, he's undefeated, 4 contests, 4 wins, all inside the scheduled distance. He comes to the ring as the 2-time ABA champion and the 2012 Olympic gold medalist. Honoured by Her Majesty the Queen, he is a member of the British Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by. Here he is, A.J. Anthony Joshua. So it's 6 rounds of action. Timekeeper Jim Kirk and our referees Victor Loughlin. 6 rounds in the heavyweight division.
Okay, gents, you know the rules. Obey my commands at all time. Defend yourselves at all time. Touch gloves. Touch them up.
Jim, people from my part of the world don't usually get welcomes like that in Glasgow. This guy has got a Glasgow crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. They love him already.
Yeah, because, you know, he conducts himself so well. You know, he doesn't carry the away with the fame that he's heading towards. He's down to earth, he's likeable, and he's terrific to watch. And he's facing a man here who's won more than he's lost, with a fair bit of experience behind him, so this is not the worst match.
Got a couple of damning stats against him, though, Avila, as a right hand gets through early. He's been stopped 11 times, 4 of them inside 2 rounds, and some of those against full-blown cruisers as well. And I think he's already felt the power of that Joshua right hand. And he doesn't travel well. This is his 10th fight outside of Argentina. He has yet to get a win.